Hello and good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to the weekly live for relationship communications. Welcome to this week's weekly live. I'm thrilled that you are here with me. And for those of you joining us for the first time, I'm Lisa DeToffel. I'm the founder of Relationship Communications. It's my online community where I work with established and aspiring entrepreneurs. And today I'm going to be your host for the Relationship Communications Weekly Live, which is my weekly live show that I do every Friday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So I do hope that you'll add this to your calendar and make plans to join me every Friday morning at 10 a.m. If you are joining me live, please do say hello and let me know where you're coming in from. I'd love to hear that. And my goal here is to share tactical and practical information to help you get where you want to go faster than you can go on your own. I've been an entrepreneur for over 6 years. I've made many mistakes, and I'm here to tell you I can help you move through them more quickly by sharing what I have learned through my experiences. So let me know in the comments that you are here with me live and where you're coming in from. We are streaming in different places. So if you are joining us on YouTube, please do go ahead and click that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you can be notified every time that we do go live. And thank you for joining me. And thank you again for joining me here today. So today we're going to talk about some networking tips for business owners. Networking is very important aspect of growing your business, and I'm going to give you some tips specifically so that you can take your networking to the next level, no matter where you are or even if you're just starting out. So if you have any questions, you can add them to the comments below. I'll be happy to answer those for you. And I'd just love to hear what's on your mind around networking. It's a new year, networking more this year may be one of your goals. Maybe you're researching some networking events online and in person, etc. So if you do have any questions about anything I share or about networking in general, please do put them in the comments and I'll be happy to address them for you or send me a private message. This is a big topic and something I love talking about and helping others to understand. I myself am a big networker. I do it all the time online and in few in-person networking events as well. So before we dive in, I want to introduce myself. When I was a preschool teacher back in 2017 and 25 years prior to that, I had dreamed of working from home. But I had been through two messy divorces and been a single mom twice. And it just didn't seem possible at that time. I was the breadwinner for my household and was scared to take that chance of doing anything on my own. So, yes, fear comes up for everyone, right? Then I met my current husband in 2012 and we decided to get married. That is when I could see the possibility of my dream coming true. However, it was not an easy task or easy fate. It took a little while to get to where I am today, for sure. And with my husband's support, in 2018, I started a training program to learn how to be a virtual assistant, and which also showed me how to start my own business. So by the end of the program, I had a couple of clients and have continued to grow my business. And now the Tiger Eye Solution team that I built in 2021 every single year. So my life looks a whole lot different now than it did back then. This is my husband, Jeff, our children, Caleb, Matthew, and Alyssa, our grandchildren, JP and Hattie, who just turned 2 last weekend, and then the newest grandbaby who is 7 months old, Anakin. So we are getting updated family photos, so this may change soon because Anakin is not that tiny. But this is my why. This is why I get up and do what I do every single day, is for my family, for sure. So let's dive into some networking tips for business owners, okay? I want you to think about networking for a minute. And I know some of you think about networking as going into a room full of people and feeling awkward, not wanting to be there or do the networking, and it's like a total horrible Debbie Downer situation. Your attitude makes all the difference. So let's define networking, because a lot of people think it's something that it's not. And by thinking it's something it's not and torturing yourself, you're just making it harder, right? So here's the definition of networking. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. I'm going to repeat that. Networking is the action or process of interacting with others to exchange information and develop professional or social contacts. So you're just there to meet people. That's all you're there for. Whether it's online or in person, you are there to meet new people. Introduce yourself to them and tell them about your business and what it is you do. So basically, what it is you're just talking to people, telling them about yourself and your business, and then listening to the information about them that they're sharing with you, and becoming friends. Either business friends or social friends, or supporters, if you want to call them that. Y'all could support each other, in your business. Whether they become a client or not, they can still support you, and you can do the same for them, okay? And that's all it is. It's not selling. It's not trying to impress someone. It's not trying to convince someone to hire you or buy anything from you. It's just not that. It's not about being perfect. It's just about being you. We can do that. We do that on a daily basis, right? It's about talking to people about what you do professionally. And in some of the programs that I teach you how to do that. In the Networking Method Academy, by the way, the doors are open to the Networking Method Academy right now. If you're interested in learning more, let me know and I'll be happy to send you more information. So we're going to talk about this today, but that is all networking is, okay? I get that it's also walking into the room by yourself, all the things, and you don't have to do that. You can bring a friend with you. That's perfectly fine. You just can't hide out in the corner with your friend and not meet new people. So if you do take a friend, you let them mingle and talk to new people while you're mingling and talking to new people. There are some choices. You can stay home and not network and stay where you are currently in your business. Or you can go to networking events and hate it, if that's how you feel. Or you can network and enjoy it. Those are your choices, and it all is about your mindset. The gibberish, if you will, that's in your head. But you get to decide. So I'm going to share with you some tools today. So hopefully you see how easy it is and what to do. We're going to get rid of all that confusion, all that gibberish that's in your head, so you can network easily. Okay? Networking's not hard, guys, and I understand. I've been in your shoes, because in the very beginning, I was the exact same way. I was nervous. It felt icky. I was that person standing in the corner by myself. I didn't take a friend. I went to the event by myself, but I was that person standing in the corner not talking to nobody, hoping someone would walk up and talk to me. That was me. So I understand how you feel and where you're coming from. But just remember, networking takes an investment of time and energy. So that's why I want to help you understand how to do it correctly. It's one thing to spend time on your business, but it's another thing to waste time on your business. We don't want to waste any time, okay? Life is too short for that. Time is valuable. So this was me a few months back at a networking event in my local area. I do go to a couple of networking events in my local area. I'm part of a couple of organizations in my local area where I network. And I was at the networking event, one of the organizations I'm a part of, and I was asked at the very last minute to get up in front of everyone there and share about my business. Only a few people are chosen to do that at each event, and I was asked to do that. If you'd asked me that 6 years ago when I was first starting out, I'd have probably told them no. I can't do that. But the specific event I was at, it's a breakfast. And so most everyone else in the room was eating. I do not eat breakfast. I have a breakfast routine, so I eat my breakfast beforehand before I go to the event. So I'm just sitting there communicating and talking, to those around me while they're eating their breakfast. And so the host of the event asked me if I would be the first person to get up there and kind of share about my business. So I said, sure. And I got up and did that. So let's talk about some tools you need to visit several networking groups. Every group is not going to be a good fit for you. Sometimes you may go to a networking event and think, I do not like these people. These are not my people. And that's okay. It's absolutely okay if you attend an event and you determine that these are not your people. Maybe, they represent industries that don't engage or, hire businesses like yours. So you want to look for entrepreneurs or other professionals that will work well with you and your business. You want to look for other entrepreneurs that act as an established entrepreneur like you. Just remember, everyone is just as nervous as you are. When you find a group you like, you need to become a regular attendee and attend their meetings on a regular basis. If you visit an organization meeting and share about you and your business one time and never go back, they ain't not going to remember who you are or what you do. So what you want to do is be a regular so that when you walk in the door, people will call you by name because they know you. They know who you are. Particular organizations meeting on a regular basis. And they ask about you and your business, how's it going? How's your business, your virtual assistant business going? That kind of thing. That's what they say to me. They're not going to ask you that if you don't have a virtual assistant business, but that's what they say to me when I walk in the door. And, then you'll chit chat with them. And because they care, they know who you are and they care about you and your business. And you feel the same way about them, okay? Because you have built a relationship. You and the other person or the other people of that specific organization by attending their meetings on a regular basis and having those conversations and having those one-on-one conversations after the event is over. Definitely take business cards with you if you go to in-person events. This particular event that I'm representing in this photo, we actually have a place where our business cards are housed. So I just leave business cards there. And every time they have a meeting, my business cards are on display. Great way to get your business and your name out there, right? Now, every organization may or may not do it that way. And that's okay. Every organization is different. And they're going to do it whatever way works best for them and the people that's in that organization, right? So when you're at the meeting, I want you to work the room. I want you to introduce yourself. And this is not about getting a business card from every single person at the event, okay? That will not benefit you at all, okay? But if you introduce yourself to at least 3 new people and ask them if you can add them to your email list and get their business card so that you can stay in touch. It's a very natural thing to do. You could say, I'd love to stay in touch. Can I have your business card? And if it's all right, I'll add you to my email newsletter list. Let's continue this conversation and schedule a one-on-one after this meeting. Then you can reach out via email because you have their business card, you have their contact information if you got their card, or send them a text because their card normally is going to have their phone number on it too. Invite them to a coffee chat. That one-on-one conversation is very, very simple. So all you have to do while you're talking, introduce yourself, tell them about your business, what it is that you do, then ask them for their card. When they hand you their business card, that is when you ask them, would it be okay if I reached out and scheduled a one-on-one so we could further our conversation after this event is over? And would you mind if I put you on my email newsletter list? Because that card's going to have their email on it. It's going to have their phone number on it. And if you're like me, if it has a physical address on it, you might send them a thank you card in the mail, in the physical mail, thanking them for having a conversation with you, especially if you do schedule that one-on-one or that coffee chat after the event is over. So after you meet them at the event and you have that one-on-one or coffee chat conversation, then you definitely want to send them a thank you. You may want to send them a thank you email and a thank you card in the mail, physical mail, because you know how emails can get lost. So they may or may not see your thank you email. So if I do have their physical address on their business card, I send them a physical thank you card in the mail as well. If you'd like to learn more about sending physical cards in the mail, let me know in the comments, and I can share a platform that is so simple to use. You can send cards, you can send gifts, you can send all kinds of things. And it's really fun. And people like receiving it, right? Who doesn't like to receive a card and a gift in the mail, right? I hope these tips were beneficial for you today. If you have any questions about anything I shared or about networking in general, please do post your comments below or your questions below in the comments, or send me a private message. I'd be happy to even have a one-on-one with you. If you haven't had a coffee chat with me, let's schedule a conversation. And we can talk about networking or business tips or whatever you may have questions about. I'd be happy to have that conversation with you. So I hope everyone has a great weekend, and I will see you again soon.